Bay Bridge is a crucial pathway, whether for daily commuters or for your weekend trips to the beach.
But now the state of Maryland looking to make some safety improvements after the Key Bridge collapse put a spotlight on bridge safety. Our Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell joining us live.
And Brad, the state just announced plans today. Are there any simple fixes?
No, there really aren't. Look, the genesis of this was about a month ago. The NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, blasted the state of Maryland in the wake of the Key Bridge collapse for not doing a risk assessment on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Well, Maryland has done that risk assessment. It is complete. Today they released the results and they say, look, the risk does exist and we're going to take some steps. Ask almost any regular user of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and they'll admit it. They can't help but think about that horrible video of the Key Bridge falling.
What would have happened if I were on that bridge and it were to collapse just like the other one? Well, that puts a little bit of anxiety in our hearts and minds, wouldn't it?
And it's not just about their safety. They worry about losing the vital link from the eastern to western shore.
Travel the Bay Bridge every day, and I don't know what I would do if the bridge went down.
A recent study by Johns Hopkins University backing up their fears.
Not only do these things happen, they happen more frequently than we potentially realize.
Now, the state of Maryland is revealing a just completed risk analysis of the Bay Bridge has found that while the bridges built in 1952 and 1973 are structurally sound, they don't meet current standards for protection from ship collision. In a mandatory report to the National Transportation Safety Board, the state is pledging in the short term to implement new communications rules for ship pilots, reduced ship speeds, one-way ship traffic, and on the bridge to implement vehicle management plans. In the long term, saying protective devices such as fenders on the bridge piers and structures called dolphins, which will keep the ships away, will be built. Hopkins shields crediting the state for taking the risk seriously.
Now that we're awake to it, we can do something about it.
That daily user of the bridge calling it a start.
It'd just be nice to see something done.
Yeah, so what will be done? So the state is saying that they have already budgeted $160 million, and now they're going to move into the design phase. And so in the time ahead, you're going to see some construction out here by the Bay Bridge. We talked about those dolphins in the water. They're going to be large structures out here that will prevent a ship, ideally prevent a ship from hitting that bridge. No time frame on that construction. At Sandy Point State Park, Brad Bell, 7 News.